Create a characteristic. Now that you have created a part, you can create characteristics for that part. On the list of parts, select the View button for your new part. Select the Add button to create a new characteristic. Here's a tip: on the navigation menu, you can also expand the Setup section to add characteristics to parts. Set the required fields for a characteristic. The required fields for a characteristic are name, subgroup size, unit of measure, and display format. First, enter the name of the characteristic. This is one dimension or property that you are measuring on this part. For this example, the characteristic I am measuring on this part is the outside diameter, so that's what I'll enter for the name. Next, enter the subgroup size for the characteristic. Each time you inspect this characteristic on this part, this is the number of physical parts you will measure. Next, enter the unit of measure for the characteristic. If the unit you need isn't listed, select the Add button and enter the new unit of measure. Otherwise, select the unit you need. For this example, I always collect a sample of 3 parts when I'm checking the quality for this part, so I'll set the subgroup size to 3. For this example, I am measuring the outside diameter in inches. It's not in the list of units yet, so I'll add it to the units list and then save my new unit. Here's a tip: on the navigation menu, you can also expand the Setup section to add units to this list. If you will measure more than 2 decimal places for this characteristic, you need to set the display format. First, scroll to the display format setting. Select the preset list, and then choose Custom. Next, type a sample measurement into the Try It box. Then you can see how your measurements will display with the current display format. For this example, a typical measurement might be something like 0.51367, so I'll enter that in the Try It box. Right now, I can see that this display format isn't going to show enough decimal places. To add decimal places, you must append more hashtag symbols in the display format box. For this example, I will keep adding hashtag symbols to the display format until I can see all 5 decimal places in my sample measurement. Now that you have set all the required fields, you could either save this characteristic or set some of the optional fields. Up next, set the optional fields for a characteristic.